Greetings, Lux lovers. Welcome or welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. As many of you know, I've been in Max Mara a lot recently, and I was invited to our local trunk show. And so I do have a small Teddy unboxing to share as a result. But I figured I would take this opportunity to share my small Max Mara collection and other things I've been eyeing from the brand. As the weather gets chillier, I figured I would also provide a review of my Max Mara Manuela icon coat in case anyone is interested in buying this. So let's jump right in. Before I get out my coat, I figured I would just say a few words about it. This is a classic staple of the brand. And again, it's called the Max Mara Manuela icon coat. And if we look at the website, it's a wrap coat in the pure camel hair. They say it's made of pure Zabaline camel hair drap. So say that 10 times fast. I'm not exactly sure what camel hair drap is, but it's made in a straight cut with a wide lapel collar, double use button, and also kimono sleeves, pockets, and a matching belt. And online you'll see some of the ways that it's styled, and I think it'll be interesting for you to see how it's styled on me. Again, I'm a very petite person, probably 5'1", US size 4. So here it is. As you can see, it's in the beautiful camel color, and I'll do some like long ways mod shots, but for now I just want to give you that close-up attention, and hopefully you can see the texture of what that camel hair looks like. And I've had this coat for about, I think 4 years. I bought it from the Neiman Marcus in Manhattan when they just opened up. So I'm gonna put it on and let's talk about it because I do have some thoughts. As you can see, it is an incredibly big collar on me. This is actually US size 2 for your reference, which is the European size 34. I always thought this was the size 4. So I was like, yeah, it's gonna be big. But this looks super big on me. It has an inside button right here, but honestly, I've never used it. I don't know how many people would use it. We have the very large lapels, and then it does come with a belt that can tie in the front. So just even looking at it, it's very big. And I personally think it's like borderline overwhelming on my frame. And honestly, if I had to do this over again, I would probably pass on the Manuela style and go with a different one of their styles. I have seen them kind of do some fancy things with their belt, so I will show you that you can have just the side bow that looks a little more fancier than just a knot. So kind of having that on the bias. Some stylings, they will do like a popped collar. So let's see if I can do that here. Yeah. So in looking at it like this, it does look very chic. As you can see, these sleeves, they call them kimono sleeves, but they are extremely long on me. Like they come down to my fingers. Now what's nice about this coat though is it does have some of the double-sided camel wool on the inside. So I can actually roll up the sleeves and not expose that polyester lining. So this will cut off about 2 inches if I have that rolled sleeve. And so I can do that to the other side. And I'll give you the full spin around so that you can see what the back looks like. I don't know, it just gives me a very like 80s vibe, to be honest. And then here's what it could look like from the front with that little side bow detail. And when I do show the long shots, I will show that it is a very long coat on me. So in the model pictures, I wanna say the bottom probably goes up to their knees, but on this one, it comes almost down to like my mid shin. So I do think that this is a bit overwhelming, but that's also basically like the look. I am able to make the collar maybe a little less glaring by maybe just having it hug my shoulders and my neck a little more. Like if I raise it a little to try to bring the fabric up. That kind of makes it a little more manageable so that it's not just all collars all over. The pockets are kind of hidden in the seam. And then what I can also show you are other ways of wearing it. I would never actually wear it like this, but it does have the button underneath one of the collars so that if you were ever inclined to button it like this, you know that you could if you didn't want that, or the lapels all out. So here's what it looks like on me, totally buttoned up. But to me, this just reminds me of Uncle Fester. And then the other way you can wear it is totally open. So that might actually probably be a better bet for me. I would probably take this back belt and just kind of like knot it up in the back. And then I would kind of open the coat up and almost use this as like a draped coat. So here you could see I would have my pockets and I would have my rolled up sleeve, and it would just be totally open. And the more I look at this, I like it as open because I think when it's belted, it just shows that the collars are a little too big for me. But when it's open and these kind of lapels are able to go all the way down, I feel like it doesn't make it so accentuated. And then I could also make the lapels, I guess, a little smaller like that and just let it drape. And I could imagine if I had, say, like a larger chunky sweater underneath that would look really nice. So if the chic look is to have oversized blazers and stuff like that, I personally never really go for that because I think my body gets lost in the oversized blazer. Maybe I can get on board with the oversized coat of this iconic style because the whole point of it is that it's supposed to be oversized. The other thing I'll bring in is a silk scarf. This one happens to be from the brand Lily and Lionel. And it's a zebra. It's a zebra pattern. This I bought when I was in Liberty in London, the Liberty store. It's one of the most beautiful, I think, stores. And so here's how I would style my coat with a realistic scarf underneath, because in the wintertime, I always have my scarf. So I like that actually. I like that a lot. So here is what it looks like open with a scarf. In terms of reviews, it does not, to me, get any better than the feel of the Max Mara Camel. Like, I am in love with this fabric, and the Max Mara Camel and Cashmere is even softer. But those go up to like $6,000+. This one is about, I think, $3,450 or so. Back when I bought it 4 years ago, it was just shy over $3,000, so it is only going up. But this coat and the quality has really sold me. Now, I don't see this being like the only winter coat you'll need. I see this as being more of a deep fall, early winter coat. I would not wear this in the snow, even though I have worn it in the snow before. Really up until today, the only other item I've had from the brand is this cashmere scarf. And I featured this a while ago in my Quiet Luxury video, but this I believe was called like the Baki or Bachi scarf, B-A-C-I. And now I only see it advertised as like the cashmere scarf on the Max Mara website. But as you can see here, it really just has the Max Mara embroidery here with the little tassels. And as you all know, I recently bought an Hermes cashmere scarf as well in a similar colorway, although mine had a little more ivory. I figured that they are different enough that if I wanted something in just one color, I could use this one. I lived in this scarf last year. I would put it around me to give myself kind of like this nice neckline, and then I would put my coats over it, and this would just keep my core really warm. And it's just a beautiful color. It's a beautiful scarf. And I will tell you, I wore my Hermes scarf the other day, and it did shed on my denim pants. So depending on what you wear with the Hermes one, it sheds, but with my Max Mara cashmere scarf, I never had any problems. It gets even wider in case you want just a larger scarf to throw around, even without the need for a jacket. So it could be as wide as that. And it's the color Tobacco, and it doesn't get more Quiet Luxury than this. And if you're enjoying yourself so far, I'd love for you to consider subscribing. I love pulling together these types of themed videos, which are a mixed bag of show and tells, unboxings, and wish lists. So if you enjoy that too, I'd love to have you be part of our Luxe loving community. All right, so let's get to the unboxing. So here is our box, and as I mentioned, I went to my local boutique, and I knew I already had my Manuela coat, so I wasn't really doing a lot of shopping around there. And I don't have anything right now in the teddy fabric, but I was looking at some teddy stuff. So let's unbox this. So this I literally just took outside of an outer box, and we'll see what the presentation is like. So we have the beautiful Max Mara box. It kind of looks like a pizza box, but let's see what's inside. And it is, all right, so we just have our wrapping, and clearly not the very, luxury presentation you would get in store. But it is some Max Mara teddy mittens. How cute are these? And the reason why we had to order them from the warehouse is because I wanted the size small. So as you can see, it comes with this like leather rope that holds them together. I'm assuming it's leather, made in Italy. And these are also made in the camel wool. So let's put them on. And here we'll do the other one. Fits like a glove. These are so cute. And they are soft, they're warm. I feel like I look like a gingerbread man with these. I don't have another pair of designer mittens, not like that should be a thing, but I do have some nice gloves. I do love a mitten moment when you just kind of want something fast on your hands and you don't need to like grab or grip anything. And I also really like the fact that these came with this there's this beautiful gold hardware with the leather rope that holds it together. I guess the leather rope kind of allows you to put it over your shoulder so that your mittens can stay with you. And just so you see, here's the mechanism. You squeeze this little gold piece and it opens up the hook here. So you see that squeezing, and there are little gold D-rings sewn into the mitten so that you can take these on and off. I think that is super cute. So I'm super pleased with this purchase. It allowed me to dip my toe into the Max Mara teddy material, and I really like it. And as for the wish list and things I'm eyeing, one tip about Max Mara is that things do go on deep discount. So I have noticed that if you wait long enough, you can get their items up to 30% off from maxmara.com. They also sell them on other sites. I've talked at length about the marine bags. I do really like that style. I just don't know realistically if I'm going to add it quite yet. And they also have these beautiful silk shirts and silk shirt dresses, and you all know that I love shirt dresses, but the patterns are in these cute little lipstick tubes and also nail polish bottles, and I'm just so smitten by those patterns. So that's definitely something that I'll be looking into as they go on sale, I believe in December. If I had to choose a coat for my frame today, I'd probably look at the Ludmilla Icon coat in like a really, really small size, possibly a size 0. This to me had less focus on the lapel and more about the swingy nature of the coat. So I would probably give that one a try. The other coats I would look at are the robe coat or the cashmere cardigan coat. Again, that one is definitely more expensive. So I'd love to know what you thought about the Manuela coat in the comments. Should I let it go and buy a new coat, or do you think that oversized coat look is on trend? Do any of you own this coat? How do you guys style it? Thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end, and I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more how I style these items in my day-to-day and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury unboxing playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!